Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Who's in the building? Who is in the building? Let's hide that. There we are. Oh, you know what? We need lights, don't we? How about that? See, this is what happens when you're away. This is what happens when you're away, right? You forget the whole thing, like you brand new to this. Here we are. Here we are. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Who's in the building? Who is in the building? What's up, y'all? I'm getting IG on. IG on and popping. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Who we got? Who we got? Who we got? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. What's up, y'all? What's happening? Who is in the building? Where y'all been? I know y'all fussing at me. I know. I already know. I already know. I already know. I know what's going on. I know y'all. I know y'all. I know y'all. What's going on, y'all? I missed it, y'all. I missed it, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I'm really trying to get this going. Okay, we're just gonna let it go. Hey! Hi! Mwah, mwah, mwah. Hi! Hi! Hi, Susan. Hi, Derek. Hi, Teresa. Hey, Maurice. Hey, Lady Low. Hey, Facebook user. Where y'all been at? Where y'all been at? What y'all doing, Teresa? I missed that, Teresa. I missed Teresa from Wyoming. What's good, y'all? What's good? How's everybody doing? How are we feeling on this Tuesday, last Tuesday of the month? How are we feeling? All right? Everybody all right? We hanging in there? We hanging in there? Let's do our one word. We ain't done that. I don't think we've done that this year. I don't think we've done our one word this year, y'all. I don't think we've done that. Hey, Sanjay. Robin. Look at Robin. Hola. What? Tibia. I missed your back, mama. I missed all of y'all. I missed y'all. I missed y'all. Mwah, 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 mwah. Let's do our one word. I don't think we've done that this year, y'all. I don't think we've done our one word. One word, one word, one word, one word. For our new people, this is what we do. Susan, you doing good? I knew you would be. I knew you would be. This is what we do. If you're new in the building, one word to describe how you're feeling right now in this moment. Forget about yesterday. Forget about what happened today. One word. One word. IG, one word. One word. One word. One word. That's all we're going to do. One word. Fantastic. Tivia says she's fantastic. I love to hear it. I love to hear it. That's what I'm talking about. Fantastic. One word, y'all. What you got, Jerry? What you got? What you got? What you got? One word. One word. Tell me how you feeling. One word. One word, Chris. One word. Copacetic. Uh-oh. Robin with the big words tonight. Copacetic. Robin got the big words. Maurice is in the building. He is feeling inspired. I love it. I love it. Sanjay said, fab. I love it. We got fantastic. We got inspired. We got copacetic. Susan is wonderful, as she always is. Wonderful. Lady Low is awesome. Jerry is awesome. Chris says hello over here on IG. We got some awesome, fan. Y'all feeling good at the end of the month. I love it. Y'all feeling really good. I missed your back, Susan. I missed your back, hon. Y'all feeling good this month. I love it. I love it. I'm loving the energy. I love the energy. I love it. I love it. Listen, I missed y'all. I really did. I really did. Welcome to my new people. Welcome to the community. We just light love and happiness all over here. Just light love and happiness. That's all we doing. That's all we do over here. Light love and happiness. Listen. Yes. So my bad. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's just do the elephant in the room. Let's get it out the way. Where I've been, what's been going on. So listen. So I really, here's the thing. And y'all can give me a spanking. Because I'm always telling and I'll be saying, Jackie is in the building. What? Lady Lou. Okay, wait a minute, y'all. We gotta celebrate. Blessings to you, Chris. Blessings. Wait a minute, y'all. We gotta celebrate. We got clap it up. Lady Low started her new job. Come on, y'all. Come on. Give it to her. Way to go, mama. Way to go. Congrats. How was your first day? Forget about me. How was your first day? Hey. Jackie said, hey. That's right. Clap it up, Lady Low. Clap it up. Y'all give that energy. It comes right back. Give that energy. That's what I'm talking about. Look at you. How was your first day, Lady Low? How does it feel? First day on the job. It's like starting school on the first day, right? Start school on the first day. Clifford's in the building. Thumbs up. That's right. Way to go, mama. Way to go. So super proud of you. Lady Love's been hanging in there, y'all. She's been doing her thing. Listen, you put it out, it's going to come back. It's like planting seeds, right? You just plant. She's been planting. She's been saying, listen, look at her. Look, it comes back. That's why you give out that energy. You congratulate. You give a thumbs up like Clifford. That's what you do because you get it back. Way to go, mama. Way to go. Teresa, you know what? I'm here, lady. I'm here, mama. I'm here. Listen. So I canceled, right, 2 weeks ago. We want to do the live. Y'all know we here every Tuesday. For my new people, welcome. We love you. Your girl been gone 2 weeks. First one I canceled. The second one, I just didn't put anything out there. So here's the thing. Have y'all ever given somebody advice, but you don't take your own advice? I'm guilty. IG. I'm guilty. Okay, lady, that's okay. That's good. You got this. Go in there and make it work for you. You just get some quick wins. If you see something that needs to be fixed, you fix it right there. Get some quick wins in there. You got this, mama. Sanjay said, I'm guilty. Yeah. You know how you can tell people everything, how to do this, and then you just don't tell yourself that, right? So I would say 2022 was tough for me. I don't know about anybody else. It was rough. I'm not gonna lie. It was rough. I had a lot going on in my head and just a lot going on, period. And I know you have to, we all have stuff, but you push through, right? We show up every Tuesday. We do what we gotta do. But I realized in 2023, I told myself, I don't want another 2022 because it was just that rough kind of for me. And so I had to figure out what does that mean then? If you don't want that, then what are you going to do about it? So I had to make some tough calls, some real like purging almost. This is going to sound gross, but it was almost like throwing up, like getting rid of the stuff, right? Because there was things I knew that I needed to let go. I just didn't. It's the stuff I tell y'all, right? And I don't even take my own advice. And it was causing. Have you ever driven to work or driven somewhere and you don't remember like how you got there? You're just there. And that's kind of how I feel, kind of like right now. A whole year went by and then the middle of January and I get news from my doctor and I'm like, well, what? Like what? And so that's the reason why I canceled 2 weeks ago. Y'all remember we was gonna have you live and I canceled. So I was told, not to chill, not to do anything, but hard-headed Kelly. And then I don't know I know Robin, I know Tivia, maybe Clifford and Susan. Y'all remember, and Sandra y'all been rocking with me for a minute. Y'all remember last year or when we started doing the lives, like I would do full-on presentations. Y'all remember? I would do like come on lives and I would have a presentation. Y'all remember that? And if you're in the Facebook group, you can see. If you go back, remember I used to do full-on presentations. And if you notice, I don't know if you noticed, but last quarter, I stopped doing those. So I was slowly trying to take things off of my plate because I was told to, but I was being hard-headed. But in my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna stop doing this. I'm just gonna stop doing this, but I can't just like give up. I can't just get rid of, stuff I love doing. And y'all can tell because sometimes I get passionate. I step on y'all toes. I start yelling. I start doing stuff. But y'all can tell I love what I do. I don't say that I don't need nobody to pat me on the back or to give me brownie points because I ain't gotta lie about it. You can tell. You can tell when a person, true to this. I love this. This isn't work to me. Sometimes, remember, Robin, we would be on live and I say, listen, if y'all want to reach out, I'm going to be up to like 12 or 1 o'clock. That was normal for me for like 2 years. 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. I would even tell my, when I have private clients, I'd be like, if y'all want to, contact me afterwards, I'm going to be up. Because it was just, it didn't feel like work. And I'm up at 5 just naturally for 2 years. And so I have a coaching program. Y'all know I would talk about that sometimes. And then I have, you have to keep that up, right? I have a team. I have my private clients that I meet with, right? I do my lives. And then I was doing, when you create a presentation, it ain't just going to PowerPoint or going to Canva and create it. You got to think about the topic. You got to put the stuff in there, the context, and you got to make it flow. And then like when I'm coming to y'all, I can't just throw something together. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll be a waste of my time if you don't take something from it. So I got to make sure it's of value. So it takes time to do all that. So I'm like, okay, I'll take the presentations away and I'll just have bullet points for myself and I'll speak from that. So I thought I was doing something by taking that away. And so program, private clients, live every week, content on all platforms, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, the whole gamut, right? I was doing YouTube. Y'all know I was doing YouTube videos. And I have 2 staffing agencies. And so in my mind, it's like, this is what I love to do. And it's nothing for me because, I've been recruiting forever. But then your body and stuff start breaking down. Like I am not no spring chicken. And so I couldn't go another week. And so I had to talk with my therapist also. And he said, maybe you need a break. Because even when I'm on vacation, have you ever went on vacation and you need a vacation from the vacation? The last vacations I've been on, it's been stuff, right? Fun stuff. Don't get me wrong, but it's still been stuff. And a vacation to me is chilling. I don't have to do nothing. All of that to say, it's some stuff. I find out kind of more tomorrow, but I was not going to come and talk to y'all today. I didn't want to go another week. So I'm still being hard-headed, but I wanted to share that with you. My intention, my goal is to keep going. I'm just going to keep going in terms of these live sessions. I've taken a lot of stuff away. I don't have my program anymore. I'll talk to y'all about that because we're still going to do, remember we talked about a vision party. We're still going to do that. We got to do that. But I've taken a lot of stuff away. And I'll talk more about that when we have our vision party. And I'll share kind of like my vision for 2023 and we can talk more about it. But we're going to do the vision party. It's going to be on a Saturday. That way, if you have to get up and go to work, we don't have to rush. We can talk and we can share. And it's going to be on Zoom because I want y'all just looking at my stuff. I want to see y'all stuff. And I think, it'll be a good time for us. Is that all right? Is that all right, y'all? So I find out more tomorrow, but listen, y'all know I believe in the one above and I'm just going to ride this thing till the wheels fall off. I ain't stopping. Now I'm going to I'm going to have some sense now. But sometimes, and this is me sharing with you, this may be a sign for you. Even when you enjoy things or you love things and you don't feel like, because it don't seem like, right? I feel fine. But sometimes, You got to get those little, all right, all right, you know. So I'm telling you all, I'm not telling you, I don't want to tell anybody anything. I'm sharing with you to consider, because I've shared with y'all before about taking care of yourself and self care. And I promised in my mind, I thought I was doing that, but obviously I was not. Um, but we're going to be all right. We're going to be here. And like I said, my intention is to be here every Tuesday. If I'm not, y'all will know that, I'm taking care of stuff, right? But that's my intention. And I wanted to share with y'all. I consider y'all family. And this is something, and everybody know that I refuse to give up. I don't want, this is something I enjoy. I need y'all. Like that energy, I need y'all. I need y'all. I need y'all. I need y'all. All right? So we all right? All right. All right. All right. All right. So I did want to share that with y'all. Chris says I have to sign up for you. Oh, okay. Yeah, 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 for sure, for sure. So the vision party, I was thinking Saturday. Y'all think that's a good idea just so we can share with each other? Like, I can't see y'all. We haven't even seen each other. And we here all the time talking. So I'm thinking on Zoom, that way we can, like I said, share with each other. So I'm thinking, I know y'all got dates and stuff for Valentine's Day. So I'm thinking about, when is Valentine's Day? I don't want to interrupt that day. I think it's on a weekday, right? So I was thinking like the Saturday after that. So is that like the 19th, 20th, whatever that is? We'll do like 10 to 12 or something like that. So we do two types, right? Because I saw one, and I don't know if Janelle's on here, but I saw one where you can do digital. um, but we could do the magazine and all that stuff too. But I think we definitely have to do it before second quarter is out. Okay. We definitely have to do it before second quarter is out. So that's the thought. That's what I'm thinking, right? Yeah, we're gonna do the vision party. Oh, it's a Tuesday. Okay, so Valentine's Day is a Tuesday. So that Saturday, y'all, is what I'm thinking. Listen, guys, Clifford and whoever, if you're a guy and you're watching the replay, I know plenty of men that have done vision boards. Drake has done a vision board. The house he's living in now, he said he used to have it as his screensaver. Right? So don't think it's just a woman thing, and don't cheat yourself. This is how you get ahead. Because I heard y'all when we was on here before talking about it. I think it was you, Clifford. It was like, nah, that ain't my thing. That ain't my thing. Listen. Don't cheat yourself out this. You don't have to do all the, like I said, it's a digital one, and I'm gonna share that with you. So if you're not on, I think all of y'all are on my email list, right? Because I'm gonna send an email and then like a link to the Zoom, and we're just gonna sign up and do that. And so we'll have a good time. We have a good time. And I'll share more about like the vision and what I'm thinking, and let y'all know about anything else. That's the plan. So I wanted to come and share that with you. So all right, we good? We good? All right. Teresa said, amen, sister. Thank you, Lady Law. I appreciate the prayers. I appreciate it. I know just having some family medical issues. Yeah, Teresa. It's, hey, Marie. Robin said, girl. Listen. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. So what y'all got? What's going on with the careers, with the jobs? We clapped up Lady Low. She gonna get this. It's gonna be permanent. She gonna go in there and kill it. Let them know, Lady No. Let them know. You got family over here. Listen, let them know. What questions you got? So this is for those that are new to the Tuesday live session. We do I do topic-based training. Like I mentioned, I used to do full-on presentations, but again, doing the presentations and I felt like it was okay or whatever. So I just backed away from that. But we still do topic-based training. So if there's something going on in the news, or if there's something I feel like I want to share with you all that would be beneficial to you, because my goal is to make sure you know something or leave here with something that will be of value or helpful or something for you to consider, once you leave. And so we talk about different things in the news as far as careers or any updates that I've heard of, just being in certain rooms and things like that. Tonight we're doing just Q&A. So if you got questions about, more compensation or transitioning or skill sets or interviewing or anything like that, happy to answer that. Happy. Okay, is it the 18th? Okay, Jackie said, y'all, it's the 18th. So we're gonna do 10 to 12. We should be able to relax. Like I said, nobody has to get up and go to work or anything like that. So we can just spread out. We can play some music and we can put our vision in. Listen, we're gonna check in. We have to hold each other accountable. Okay, we're gonna have to hold each other accountable for what we put on our vision. And from what I've heard, this will be my first one, y'all. I've never done one. My daughter does one every year. And when I tell y'all, it's the weirdest thing. And I've heard it, but I've never experienced it. So I'm doing it with y'all. Everything that's on her for the past few years that she's done it, everything would come to pass. And the weird thing is, like somebody was talking today. Who was I watching? Somebody today was like, he said, it was a guy. He said, on my vision board, I said I wanted to have be on the water. And he was thinking it was some other place, some other state, but he's on the water, but it wasn't the state. You know what I'm saying? But it was like, he said, it's really weird how it happened. So I'm willing to try it. I'm willing to try it. Sandra said, I went on my first business trip to Washington, D.C. with my new, woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Go, Sandra, go. I love it. I love it. I love it. Y'all getting it in 2023. Y'all are not playing no games. Listen. Teresa said, yes, we need to learn how to. That's off of our backs. No more super. I know that's right, Teresa. No more superwoman. No more superwoman. No more. Jackie said, what's your response to all the layoffs? Well, I think I mentioned before, if you look at where the layoffs are coming from, where the cuts are coming from, right? It's mostly, right? If we were to do percentage wise, it's a lot of the tech companies and a lot of the big name tech companies. And my thought is, during the pandemic, they over leveraged, right? Because everyone was at home. A lot of the companies, remember we talked about Peloton and the Amazons and people that were sitting at home, like Peloton got it in. Stock went way up, but then they had to let a ton of people go after people started coming back outside and stuff. So I think they over leveraged. Now we're coming off of that pandemic, that 2020 thing. I think now, we have the economy that, companies are thinking about, and going into 2025 and on beyond, from the things that I'm seeing and reading, companies will get leaner, right? It's still, I'm still shouting from the top of the roof that there's a lot of opportunities out there, but I am seeing those numbers drop. There are a lot of opportunities out there, but what's going to happen is, it's like, let me get the camera. So it's like this right now, but it's going to be like this. It's still going to be opportunities, but it's going to, instead of being it this way, it's going to come in. It's just going to be just like this. So having a skill set and going deep and not wide, being a master of whatever it is your craft is going to be critical. And we're going to talk about that this month as well. I'm reading this book. What's it called? The Rise. What's her name? Sarah Bishop Jake's daughter recommended it. But she talks in that book about being a master. She's in the beginning of the book, she talks about archery. I think, am I saying it right? Archery, where you do the bow and arrow. And she said, just what it takes to hit that bullseye when you do pulling that arrow back. Before you even get that in your hand, before you even get the arrow in your hand, it's the stance, it's the fingers, it's the mental toughness, or the mental focus. That's what I want to say. It's all of that before you even get the bow and arrow in your hand. So I'm saying all of that to say, when it comes to your skill set and what you're good at, just like Lady Low got that position now, she can go in there and kill it. And what happens, you all, and what you want to think about and consider is, when you get in front of some of these companies, think about the fact that you don't have to do things status quo, like normal. As a matter of fact, don't. Because if you're going to go and be in there and look like everybody else, what's going to differentiate you? When cuts do come, why are they going to keep Susan and not Robin? What's going to be the difference? And Robin been there for 18 years and Susan just got there. Is Susan bringing more value? Is she contributing at a very, very high level? Is she getting quick wins when she come in the door? Listen, have y'all thought about streamlining this process? Because this can be automated. I know an automated tool where this will cut our time in half. Speak up. And don't be afraid. Move through the fear, right? Speak through the fear. Because that's what's going to happen. Even like I said, going into a company, you want to go in there and differentiate. You're not there to make friends. You're not there to make friends. You want to go in there and make a difference. Let me know if that helped, Jackie. That's my thought with the layoffs. And even people that are getting laid off, they're finding jobs within a week or two. So yeah, they're happening. But those same people are finding jobs. You can Google that. That's out there. It's a whole story and articles about that. Yeah, congrats, Sandra, out there traveling. Hey, Tony. I am switching careers from IP paralegal to healthcare EKG technician in Atlanta. Hey, you coming to the A? Where you from? Where you from? What's up, Francine? Francine said, true. Where you coming from, Tony? I have some healthcare roles in North Carolina. Like, I don't even know. Sanford? Have y'all heard of Sanford, North Carolina? I ain't even heard of that before. But there is a lot of roles. They need a lot of people out that way. If y'all know anybody. Okay, cool. Oh, so you're getting a role in Atlanta from Marietta. Okay, gotcha. Hey, I hate when I miss this talk. Aw, we missed you, Francine. Catch it when you can. Oh, you live in Marietta. I got you, Tony. I got you. Got you. Yeah, it's a lot of opportunities. I was trying to see, did you say where? Okay. No. Oh, you from North Carolina, Francine? Oh, it's 20 minutes away. Okay, yeah. It's a lot of roles in what's the name? I can't think of the name, but it's a hospital that's hiring. I got a ton of roles. So I've been looking for people in the Raleigh area. Raleigh, Durham, is that close? Because when I did a search, that was like a major city there. But yeah, they're hiring a lot of people. But yeah, don't get I know to see cuts and layoffs, it doesn't feel good and you wonder. I had a guy that I talked to, reached out to him about a role. And I always ask, what's motivating you to look right now? He's a director of a company. And I said, what's motivating you? Look, he said, we've had 3 cuts since I've been here. And I think he's been there for 7 years. He said that there's been 3 separate layoffs. And he said, I'm just feeling a little uneasy. He said, I'm not aggressively looking. He said, but I think it would be in my best interest if I just see what's out there. So if you see signs, and y'all, we talked about this, right? If something don't feel right? I tell my daughter this as well, because she's been through 2 layoffs at her current job. And they're moving her role. This is something I need to write that down because I said I wanted to talk about this too. When they move you, to another department, that's what they're doing with her. They're moving her to another department where she has to go through training and be in that department. But these are just things you want to look at. And there's ways I used to share, with my clients, my private clients, on how to look and see how a company's doing. You can look and see, it's public information, like their financials, right? And I share with y'all to go to events and presentations, just put the company name in front. Whatever the company name, just put events and presentations, like UPS, events and presentations, Coca-Cola, events and presentations. Google that, and then you'll see an investor relations link. All of their presentations and projections for the future, all of that is public knowledge. So if you're thinking about going into a company, do your research, go to Glassdoor, do the events and presentations link and see what they're talking about. Right? And you can look and see, or have they been growing year over year? How much growth have they had? What is their balance sheet and financials? Like, all of this stuff is important to you, right? This is your quality of life. This affects how you pay your bills. You don't want to just go in there and then 18 months, 12 months later, something happens. You want to see, and nobody can predict anything, but you can at least be well informed and do your due diligence about a company. This is how people pick stocks, right? So why not do this if you're picking a job, right? Francine, is that email me for me, Francine? Or are you talking to somebody else? Marie said, "Hey Marie, I'm a medical billing rep, have been for 16 years." Oh wow. Wow. Yeah, that's see, that's what I mean, y'all. When it comes to like depth, she could probably hop on and speak about medical billing with her eyes closed. That's why when I say do these, and they're called Ask Me Anything, and I've shared this before too, the reason why I can confidently get up here with no notes, because I don't know what you're going to ask me, right? Is because going deep and mastering my craft and having an agency, and also, talking to professionals like you all, I got to stay on top of my game. Right. And this is one of the reasons why I said I couldn't let this go, because y'all help me like exercise my brain. Right. It's like your muscle. I need that in order to stay sharp and stay on top of my game. Right. I don't know what questions I have. And like I just wrote stuff down because I get that from y'all. It's the same thing. So like Marie, she's deep in that. And so if Marie wanted to transition or go somewhere else, she's got all that billing knowledge. And often, and Marie, I don't know if you think this, but I thought this, I'm like, even though I had all these years in recruiting, like what else can I do? Or what else can I do? But it's all the intricate details and all the nuances we don't think about in doing our job. Like a recruiter is a person that sells. I have sales experience, but I never would have thought about that, 10 years ago. Because I got to sell the opportunity to a candidate, and I have to sell, if you have a staffing agency, to the company, right? So these are different little nuances in that you take, and these are mobile, these are transportable. You can take that skill set with you anywhere. And these are the things you want to tap into, especially going into this new age of the workforce, when companies are becoming leaner and artificial intelligence is taking over, where you can just type something into the computer and it can tell you something. That's somebody's job that they used to do. Right? You can ask this computer, tell me how to do da 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 da. That's somebody's job. So now you got to be smart, because computers can't think. Computers aren't creative, they're created. So you are creative. So you got to leverage your creativity and think about, okay, I've got all these skills. I got 16 years in the game. There's got to be something that I could do and leverage all that I've acquired through all these years and take it over here. I'm not saying you want to move, Marie. I'm just using it as an example, which is great to have all that knowledge. And all of you, I bet, have that. Mid-City LA is in the building. She said, I'm interviewing to go back to a job I left 3 years ago. What should I be prepared to answer? What should I say if they ask me, why do I want to come back? Well, why do you want to come back? Why do you want to come back, Mid-City LA? Hey, Asha. Oh, you put it in the box? Okay, I'll grab it. I'm sorry, Chris. I'll come right back up to you. Tell me, Mid-City, why do you want to come back? And then we'll go into what you should be prepared for. Let me get, Chris said, I do have a question. What AI are taking over jobs? The first one that I think about, especially being in business, is copywriting, because you can ask the AI tool, and actually I used one in my program. So some of my clients, right, that were getting ready for interviews, and Sandra can tell you, just getting ready for interviews, there's an AI tool that I use, and it'll talk to you. Right? You practice like a mock interview. So that's one, Chris. So copywriters, people that write, or writers, period, right? They would hire people, or they would that was their jobs. But now you can ask the AI, write me 5 paragraphs on tech layoffs in 2023. Maybe we'll do that. Let me write that down. See, this is why I can't go nowhere. I love this. We're going to do that. We'll do AI. Okay. We're going to do AI in February. So I said, hold on, internal moves. That's one topic we're going to talk about. And then we're going to talk about AI. I'm putting topics down. That's one job, Chris. Another one is, you can ask it anything. And I'm going to show you examples. We'll do a talk on this. I'll show you examples. But even think about this. Think about when you go into the store. Remember, I was talking about this last year. Walmart had all these cashiers. Like the Walmart by me, they don't have any. It's all self-service. It's all self-service. Right? This is everything that's taking over right now. Those are the types of jobs. But we'll talk more about it because that's a good topic. I'm glad you brought that up. Ash says, hey, Ms. Kelly, let me get your question. I'm gonna come back to you. Ash Bash says, how long after starting a job should you expect feedback from your manager? That's a good question. Actually, there's no time frame or time limit. What you want to do is you initiate the conversation, right? Once you get in there and maybe 2 weeks later, you'll probably have a ramp up time, right? Maybe training or whatever it is. But when you talk to your manager, your first meeting, say, I'd like to have a reoccurring meeting on your calendar, and you initiate it. You say every other week or every Friday, right? Just to get feedback from you. That looks good for you as well. You initiate that conversation. That way you can ensure you are receiving feedback, because a lot of times leaders will wait until performance review. And you mean tell me you went a whole year and you haven't told me this? Y'all done been there before. So you initiate it and you put it on the calendar. You say, hey, Mr. Manager, I would like to have a recurring meeting every Friday or every other Thursday just to see how I'm doing, just as a check-in. Yeah, don't wait for them to say, yeah, I'm going to meet with you, every quarter or whatever, especially if you like feedback to know how you're doing. And you should, because feedback is a gift, right? And you can avoid those one time, during your performance review, getting the feedback and you had no idea. Let me know if that's helped. Okay, I'm sorry. Mid City said the job I took is okay. So you want to switch from where you are. The job I took, the management experience. Okay, so you currently took a job and now you want to go back. You can be honest, right? And you can say, you know what, there was an expectation when I was presented with the offer, and it didn't live up to my expectations. It didn't live up to the expectation that was given to me. Just be honest. You don't have to bash them because you don't want to do that, right? You just share that, this is what was shared with me and it didn't live up to my expectations. Now, it's in terms of questions, especially if you were already in the job, that's even better, because if you're going back to the same job, then you know it. Another thing that you can do, if you don't, is go on LinkedIn, find somebody currently in the role, and look and see what they have as like their bullet points of like what they do. And if you have enough time, you can reach out, maybe not to that person in that particular company, maybe another person, a peer, and ask them about the role that they do. Maybe somebody in the company, right? Another thing you can do is go to Glassdoor, and in the search bar, put the company, click on the tab that says interviews, and then put the title of the role. And you'll see a lot of interview questions. People have provided feedback and they'll say, hey, they do behavioral questions. Hey, they do competency-based questions. Here are some of the questions for a financial analyst. They're going to ask you to do this. If you're a software engineer, they're going to give you a coding exercise. So be prepared to talk about design and da-da-da-da. So be prepared. To be prepared, I would look for someone that's already in the role. I would go to Glassdoor, go to LinkedIn first, then go to Glassdoor and do your due diligence there. And you'll be okay, especially if you work at the company so you know the culture. Another thing you can do is every company has a language. It's kind of like when you go to Italy, they speak Italian, right? When you go To Mexico, they speak Spanish. So when you go to Coca-Cola, they have a language. When you go to UPS, they have a language. So the way to figure out their language, go to their website. And when you look under About Us, look for little words. Like they'll say stuff like, we're an innovative brand I don't know. We're an innovative brand that is fast, that's future forward, and looking da 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 da. So when you're responding, you say stuff like, I'm excited about all the innovation that you all are projecting for 2023. Use their language, use their words. I can go on and on, but let me know if that's helpful. Y'all can tell I got some rest, right? I got some rest. Let me know if that's helpful, Mid City. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you got this. You got this same. You got it, Miss City. If it's the same job, you got it. You got it. You got it. You got this. You got this. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Uh-oh, Marie. Oh, bring some jewelry on the vision. Let us see, Marie. On the vision party. Bring your jewelry. I love that. I love that. Clifford said just came from 2 rounds of interviews for different positions. If we don't have their contact information for a thank you note, should we use LinkedIn to search and contact them directly if found? Yeah, that's fine. You can definitely do it. Or you can ask the recruiter. You can ask the recruiter for their contact information or ask the recruiter to forward your thank you note to them. And they will. Typically, they will. They will. Because you're not going to find their emails because they don't want to be contacted on LinkedIn. 9 times out of 10, they're not going to have their contact information. Sometimes they do. But you can ask the recruiter for their information and they'll give it to you. If they don't, they will forward it for you. Jackie said, can you share tips on how to negotiate? Can you share tips on how to negotiate with employer to get higher end of the salary range? Is it, Jackie, if you're already working there or a new company? Tell me that and then we can go through there. Look, you see what Tivia said? Yeah, my manager and I do a meeting every Friday. That's right, because y'all know they'll wait. They'll wait and then be like, and then tell you, well, remember that project you worked on? And because this has happened to me. Remember that project you worked on? Why y'all didn't tell me? Right? I thought I did a great job. Why didn't you tell me? Yeah, you initiate that. You initiate that. That was cool, Mid City? Okay. Okay, cool. Did I get everybody? Let me make sure. Okay, cool. Yeah, you initiate reoccurring meetings. And then also another thing you can do, I don't know who asked me. Another thing you can do, and Lady Low and Sandra, when you start a role, there's going to be departments or other business units that you're collaborating with, right? You might have to work with finance on something, or you may have to work with operations on something or whatever. Ask some questions, right? As a new person, like what are some gaps you see? Lady Low, I don't know what department you're in, but I know Sandra's in HR. What gaps do you see in human resources, or what gaps do you see in recruiting? And I can guarantee you one thing, they've never had that question. And here's what's going to happen as a result of that, y'all. Your name is going to be mentioned when you're not in the room, because they're going to say, you know what, that Lady Low, I like her. Yeah, she asked me about, how you all could better, best support us. Your name's going to be in a room. So when if, things happen, they're going to think about those times. And these are little bitty things, y'all. These are little bitty things. I share some of this with my clients. These are little bitty things you can do. I'll tell you one more thing. And I think I shared this before. One of my clients, he went into a company and he was there like maybe 30 days. And it was all hands on for their department call, all hands on call. And when the VP of the department got on, and you know how they say, like, welcome Lady Low, welcome Susan, welcome Sandra, welcome our new team members or whatever and when they got to him, they were like, I want to welcome Jim. Jim, I've been hearing your name everywhere. My goodness, what have you been doing? Everybody's talking about you. You've already been making the rounds. And he was laughing. Everybody was laughing, but they're going to remember him. The VP now knows his name. And you know what he did? And people pay me a lot of money for this, right? What I'm getting ready to tell you. But you know what he did? So when you go into the company, put 15 minutes on on anybody you can calendar. Just 15 minutes. Just 15 minutes. Everybody got 15 minutes. It typically is going to go longer, but you put 15 minutes and you go in there and just listen. You just go in there and listen. And you taking notes because they're going to talk and they're going to say things. You're going to ask, just like I share with you, you're going to ask them, what are some of the gaps that you see? How can we best support you? Right? What changes would you like to see? Right? And you're just making notes. You're making notes. Now there's a whole framework you do with those notes, but that's gold right there, y'all. That's gold. That's gold. Ash on IG said, missed some of your answer because it cut out, but I have initiated and was told we could meet. Okay, good. My manager is overwhelmed due to being short-staffed. Okay. Oh, okay. No, that's good. That's great. I'm glad you did that. That's amazing. A lot of people won't do that. I'm glad you've done that. That's amazing. And it's a great opportunity. If your manager is overwhelmed, this is a great opportunity for you to step up, right? Wherever you see the same thing, wherever you see gaps or opportunities, you go in, right? Those are wins for your manager, right? They're going to look out because everybody just it's human nature for us to want to reciprocate goodness. When somebody's good to you, you just want to be, oh, you know what? Let me help you. You know, it's just reciprocal, right? So I would ask your manager in your next meeting, what's the top 3 priorities? Sometimes if you say it like this, if you say, how can I help you? They may not share everything, right? But if you say, hey, Miss Manager, hey, Melinda, what would you say are our top 3 priorities for this year? What they're going to tell you is the top 3 priorities for them in that department. So instead of saying, how can I help you? Typically they're going to say, oh, we're good. Just do your work. Just do a good job and we'll be okay. They'll brush it off, right? Because either one, they think you're trying to get brownie points, or they don't want to put it on you, or they don't want you to know that they need help. All these random things. But if you phrase it in a way, what are our top 3 priorities so I can get ahead of it? There you go. That's right. That's awesome. You want to help. That's how you get some quick wins as well. That's amazing. And it's good because all managers and leaders aren't bad. There are some. I've had some great. Deborah at Coca-Cola. She was one of my favorite managers. Chris said, "Do you help with interns? What do you do, Chris? Because I have a guy here in Atlanta that's looking for an intern right now. Tell me what you do." I don't typically do interns, but tell me what you do. I just talked to him on what's today? I talked to him yesterday. Yeah, he's a CEO here in Atlanta, and you don't have to be in Atlanta. So let me know what you do. Okay, what we got? Jackie, what did you say? It's a new role. Okay, how to negotiate. So can you share tips on how to negotiate with employer to get a higher end of a salary range? So let's say the salary range is 50 to 75. You want the high end. You want that 75, right? So when you go into the role, again, it's almost like beating them to the punch. It's sharing with them your value. So the more valuable you are, the more money you're going to get. So if I said that I got this is a Mont Blanc pen, somebody said, well, I found this at Target. Just because I put Mont Blanc on, it's more valuable, but it looked just like one at Target, right? The more value you show up with the value, and you're able to share the value that you can bring to that company, that department, and that person, that manager, the more that they'll want to compensate you. because they're going to say, hey, Jackie's going to bring a lot to the table. The skills, the tools, the knowledge, the experience, because you're coming in from external, right? Everybody that's been there with the company, they've been there for years and they've been doing the same thing. You're bringing values, but you're going to have to share it with them. You don't want to go in there and have cookie cutter responses and sound like everybody else that comes in and interviews for that role. Share with them some of the exciting projects you worked on and some of the tools, some of the places you've been. Like Sandra, when she goes to her next job, she can say, yeah, I would travel to different states and contribute to the project by doing X, Y, and Z. Oh, all right, you traveled? Okay, well, she knows, how to conduct herself, and she's presented, and she's accustomed to different levels of leadership. But if you don't share it, they don't know. They may hire you off of your resume and off of you answering correctly. But if you got to give them a reason to give you the top end of the salary, you can't look like, because they have a budget in mind. They tell the recruiters, oh, I don't want to go over 60,000. But when you get in front of them, make them say, oh, yeah, she's going to add to our team. And I'll tell you a story real quick. When I was at when I worked for Magic Johnson, he had a staffing agency in Kennesaw, Georgia here. One of the things that the guy, I met him at Starbucks at Atlanta Station, and he said, you're going to add value to the branch just based on just the caliber. Like, I was older, right? And there was a lot of young recruiters, and I had more experience. It's not a Kelly thing. It's just what it was. I had more experience, right? And back then we were dressed up in suits. When I came in, they had on, what is that? Hoodies and stuff, right? And so just showing up, being polished, being professional, speaking clearly and concisely and professionally and confidently, most of all, confidence will get you more money, right? I tell you, that happened to me also at Bell South, now that I think about it. And it was really uncomfortable. It was really uncomfortable. It was 4 of us. And all 4 of us were supposed to work on this thing. But I showed up that day in a suit. I'm telling y'all the truth. And I remember they took me to the side and he said, you're going to do executive recruiting. But all of us had interviewed. All of us came in and started the same Monday at 8 o'clock. When we walked in, I promise you, God is my witness. They took me to the side. I'll never forget this because I was so uncomfortable. He said, you're gonna help us. Do you want to help us with executive recruiting? And I said, yes. And I remember this girl, I'm gonna be quiet, but now I'm thinking about it. I remember this girl, she was so mad at me. And I was a contractor. She was so like, have you ever felt she was so mad at me. And I remember telling her, I'm just here to work. I didn't plan to stay nowhere because I loved going from company to company. That was my thing. And I'm like, I'm not here to take anybody's job. I don't care to. Like, you can have this. This ain't it. And it wasn't until I had left, and I remember seeing her at Outback Steakhouse. I had totally gone. I remember she saw me, she came up to me and she spoke to me. And I remember telling whoever I was with, I'm like, that girl hated me. So all that to say, go in there, even if you're nervous, and sometimes it takes courage, right? But 2023 is a year where we're just being bold and we're standing in our power, all of us. So we ain't got that time. We ain't got time. I learned a lot over these past 2 weeks, y'all. And I talk about it a lot, even before now. Like, we don't have time to shrink for nobody. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. I'm going back and forth, y'all. Thank you for your feedback. I'll let you know. Yes, let me know how it goes. Let me know. Hey, Tom, let me know how it goes. Chris says she has applied to so many companies. She is majoring in marketing. Who are we talking about, Chris? I didn't start talking. Oh, I know what you're saying. Interns, right? She's majoring in marketing. Oh, okay. This is a tech role. Sometimes with the bigger companies, Chris, like a Microsoft or an Apple or a UPS has a good internship program. There's another company, I can't think of the name. I just saw it on their website. They have a apprenticeship But go to some of the, this is what I'm saying. Go to, oh, your daughter, right? Macy's even. Go to some of the bigger companies. Tell her go to some of the bigger companies. They have internships. Typically they have like programs, and it's easier to get in because one, they try to fill them quickly. And like they're getting ready for spring right now, right? And so go to like the big companies and look on the website and just put in the search bar, just put internship. And a lot of times they'll have programs. And I know, from recruiting, they try to get in so many. So tell her to apply to like big companies and look for or even Google what companies have internship programs, and Google what companies have apprenticeships, and go that route. Hey, you. I was away, mid city. That's all. I act like I was going forever, right? Okay. Okay. Cool, Chris. Okay. Marie said, okay, cool. Lady, you in HR? Okay. Let me know. Did that help, Jackie? Robin said, and state that your desired salary is the higher end. Don't him and her. Robin is not going to bite her tongue at all. Okay, that helped. Okay, good. I'm glad. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, just be polished and share value. When you respond in your interviews, sometimes we're guilty of just answering the question. Expound on the question. This shows your communication, and that's the number one soft skill that we all have to work on. I'm taking a course on it, and then I'll come and share it with y'all. I'll pay for it. And I'll come and share with y'all. And it talks about, well, I won't get into it because I'll go down a whole rabbit hole. But anyway, communicating. So they ask you, tell me about a time when you had a challenging team member. How did you handle that? Right. And I talk on my IG and I give the 3-second rule and I pause 3, 2, 1, because you want to show that you're going to give them a thoughtful answer and you're not just coming off the cuff. Appreciate that question. 2 thoughts come to mind. I was working on this project and right? You're confident. You're talking even tone, monotone, right? I appreciate that question. Not great question because everybody say that. Appreciate that question because there's these 2 times I'm thinking about. But I'll share with you the one time when I was working at Pepsi Cola and we were working on this project, and I don't know what was going on, but just make it conversational. This is what I would share with my clients. Act like it's just me, even if it's 4 of them. Just talk to that person. Like I'm looking into this camera. I'm just talking to you. You know what? I appreciate that question. I'm thinking about 2 times, but this one time when I was working at and expound on it. Show your confidence. Show your confidence. You like it, Marie? See, we good people over here. We good people. Clifford says Citi has a program called Market Step program that hires people in the middle of their careers. Oh, that's good. That's good. Y'all see that? Did you get that, Chris? Where Chris go? Is Chris still on here? Clifford said Citibank, right, Cliff? Citi has a program called Market Step. It made me think about, I think UPS has one, but I can't think of the name of it. That hires people in the middle of the careers. Y'all see that, right? Tony said, I found while tempting these last 7 months in Buckhead, it was hard to get hired. I was the only applicant. So you were looking at roles in Buckhead? Oh, where you were doing temporary work, right? These last 7 months in Buckhead, it was hard to get hired. I was the only applicant. That's weird. Why though? Why do you think so? Why do you think it was hard to get hired? Especially if you were the only one. You think it's a location? You think it was location though? Because they've got a lot of, well, it's not Buckhead though. It's more like I'm thinking Atlantic City. That's not, what is it called, Tony? what's it called? Not Atlantic City. I'm saying it wrong. You know what I'm talking about. Atlantic City. Is I saying it right? Atlantic City? Well, anyway, what I'm trying to say, down in that area, there's Google, there's NCR, there's Microsoft in that area. Atlantic Station. Tom said, I thought I would stop by and remind my spirit to keep pushing. There you go, Tom. You know I'm remind you. That's it. Keep pushing. They didn't want to pay the finder's fee, I believe. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. Ain't that something? You know what you could do, Tony? Don't tell nobody I told you this. You can go around the temp agency. If you did a good job in a company like you, I would apply. If they have the role online. Now, the company would get in trouble though if they've signed something, because they have a exclusivity agreement. Typically, I have one with my clients on the agency side that they can't hire somebody that I present to them for 12 months. But you could try. You could try to do it. I mean, nobody can stop you from applying. Nobody can stop you from applying. So it's not wrong on your end. The company would probably have to pay something. But if you're the only applicant and you've done a great job, I would also talk to somebody and say, you know, I'm really interested in this role. Let them know. You can't. Sometimes in temp companies, like if it's true, like you're saying, it's a finder's fee. Don't let them hold your bag in their hand. Tell them I'm interested in this role. I really love working here, and I know my contract will be up at the end of March, and I would love the opportunity to convert to full time. Let them know, make them aware. So when the temp agency comes back and says whatever they say, no, but she's been telling me that she really like it, you know. Oh, they filled it. They filled it. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I wouldn't work with them anymore, Tony. I wouldn't work with them. I wouldn't work with them anymore. All right, how we do, y'all? Everybody all right? Was this good? It was good getting back, right? I'm not gonna leave y'all no more. Was this good, y'all? We did it. We did it. We did it. We ready for February? We're going to keep going. We're going to keep pushing. Like Tom said, we're going to keep pushing. We're going to ride this thing till the wheels fall off. That's what Martin said. You're welcome, Chris. Always good. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. I'm glad you enjoyed it. You ready, Tivia? That's my girl. That's my girl. That's my girl. We ready. We ready. Y'all didn't know I knew that song. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm going to behave myself. I'll keep y'all posted. Just know the intent is to be back here on Tuesday. Okay, y'all? That's the intent, and we're going to make it happen. All right. Love y'all. Y'all be good. Stay safe. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you next Tuesday. All right? Get some sleep. Get some sleep. Bye, y'all.